Alright, little trick of the trade.
Huh?
Cayenne pepper. So, this was taught to me a long time ago. Put some cayenne pepper. I usually do 1.5 ounces, 1.5 ounces to a gallon of it. Gallon of bottom paint. Mix it in slow. Believe it or not, if you get the stuff on like your face or your arms, you feel it burning. You really feel it burning. So it's officially bottom paint day here down on the fishing vessel OnCall. I'm gonna make this a different video, probably be a short one, but just show you some of the tips and tricks that I've learned over the past few years, things I add into the paint. As most people know, the bottom paint doesn't work that great. But there's things you can still do. On top of tricks to when you're painting to kind of minimize your mess. So let's get to it. Tip number one, always tape. My tape job's horrible. I always break it off in like 2-foot strips. I can't just do a long run. I know it's probably better, but better off doing it that way, but I'll either end up too high or too low, so I don't know. We'll see if I can do it in one shot. Alright, little trick of the trade.
Huh?
Cayenne pepper. So, this was taught to me a long time ago. Put some cayenne pepper. I usually do 1.5 ounces, 1.5 ounces to a gallon of it. Gallon of bottom paint. Mix it in slow. Believe it or not, if you get the stuff on like your face or your arms, you feel it burning. You really feel it burning. If you don't believe that it works, you can always I'll refer you back to the video where we took the boat out at the end of the season. I mean, the hull was spotless, minus slime, but zero growth. A couple years before that, before I started doing this, I used to get a ton of barnacles at this dock spot. So yeah, definitely worth it. Just mixing in the last of the pepper. One of those things, you gotta mix in good. That does make a difference, I can promise you that. Been doing it for years now, and it's a lot less pressure washing at the end of the season. Alright, here we go. Start painting. One of the first tricks is when you're going up to the tape, you don't want to go this way. You're going to end up pushing paint up under the tape, and you're going to end up having some marks up under the tape. So you always go sideways along the tape. It's just something I've learned over the years. It saves me lots of aggravation and cleanup. Rolling down the side of the boat here. Stuff drives quick, so you gotta work quick.
You gotta find an easier and faster way to do this because it just takes up way too much time.
Move right through it. Got Bill Nye the Science Guy trying to come up with a better way to paint the boat.
Bottom paint in the boat. Of course, I'm the one on my hands and knees here. So, the way worst part about this is I'm getting it all on my face, all of my glasses, in my boots somehow. Yeah, leave it to me. I'll get it everywhere. But we're painting the bottom of the boat, getting it ready. You know, for the 2024 season. It's always unexpected of what's to come, so we're hoping for another good year. Trying to keep the family name alive. So our whole story is, how do I say it? So we come from a long line of fishermen. That's what they did for a living. We used to be one of Gloucester's oldest and biggest fishing families. Our grandfather told us to, you know, get out of fishing because it was dying. You know, it wasn't a way of making a living anymore. You know, growing up on the water like this, I mean, it's kind of hard to stay away of fishing of some type. Well, somehow we ended up getting into tuna fishing. My brother, we started out on a center console years back, and it was 2 or 3 years ago, my brother bought this boat. So we have the luxury now of being able to cook, go out in rougher weather. The only downfall is with a bigger boat is less profit, especially with the prices the way they are. Oops. Yeah. The money's not as good because there's so many people fishing because they think there's amazing money in it, which it legit is a dying trade. This is the paint my brother buys and likes to use. Okay, mixes it up. The trick is to help prevent growth on the bottom. I don't know if it's a myth, a theory, but it seems to help. He also likes to put this on it. Alright, you guys see it? He mixes it in with the paint. Supposedly, it's supposed to help about the growth and the algae growth on the bottom of the boat. As you can see, there's not much from last year. Obviously, it was pressure washed, but not in bad shape. So, this is what he uses again. It's a kind of pricey, 120 bucks for this.
It's actually one of the cheaper ones, but
yeah, like you said, this is one of the cheaper ones. But it protects the bottom of your boat and mixes this in with it. So, I'm getting back to work, but now you guys kind of see what we put on the bottom of the boat. What you put in is what you get out. Taking care of the boat, it'll last longer. So,
paint, take it what it ain't.
We got the old man here now.
Keep your brother away from the water like that,
Yeah. I told him, like, you know, if you go do it, you gotta go sideways to it. You can't go this way, because you're just pushing it.
I'm free labor.
behind it.
Up underneath, yeah, so you go like this.
Complain all you want, but I'm free labor.
Take a fucking video of that paint.
Yeah, give me a paint your face. It's part of the blue name.
Oh, this is just so fun. This is always the worst part about on the boat. You always end up getting covered in it. All over me. Whoops. What are you gonna do? At least this means you're that much closer.
Red.
Well, you would assume he would send us those.
Well, he's been busy with shit. We haven't really talked to him, you know?
Right, 'cause
We'd
he
have
said
to
he's
send
gonna
back
keep
the
us-
other ones, probably.
Yeah, because he said he's gonna keep us updated. Right?
Yeah, well, ultimately, but we haven't.
Just wrapping up on painting, final touches, and around the blocks, up around these. I mean, there's some areas. So we gotta just do a little bit of touch up on. So we went through just about a gallon of paint, pretty much a gallon of paint. If you're painting over existing paint, existing bottom paint, this is a 32-foot boat. The bottom of the boat was already painted, so if you're going over existing paint and you're using more than a gallon on a 30-foot boat, you're going too thick. You need to you can thin it out, or you can just do a thinner coat. Like I said, you definitely don't want to put on a ton of paint either. So it should come out all right. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. You know, it definitely doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, we got a couple thin spots we'll touch up on. So, not looking too bad. Not looking too shabby. So, again, cayenne pepper. When you're painting a tape line, never go up and down with the roller. Always go side to side. When you go up and down, you push the paint under the tape line. So you always want to go side to side around here. You know, always get the bottom of your keel too. That's a spot that a lot of people forget. I don't really go too crazy inside the exhaust, but I will get mostly where the sun can kind of hit. Most of the growth seems to happen within like the first 4 inches, 3 inches inside the exhaust. Just the way where the sun hits it kind of gives it enough to grow some sort of growth, but that's what we'll do. That's what we do with that. So again, what I'll do is I will reference the haul out video from this fall, and you can see that there was absolutely no growth. Mostly just slime. You know, from adding the cayenne pepper to it. So anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget, give us a like, subscribe, and a share. Appreciate it.